My name is Natan. I'm from Belgium. I always studied business, so I studied business at Maastricht University in Holland. And then I studied entrepreneurship and management at the University of Católica. The idea of using coffee ground to grow mushrooms is not an idea that I invented. It's a Chinese scientist in the 90s that came up with the idea. I just really had the conviction that using that business model, we could have a different look at waste and not see waste as a problem, but as an opportunity to create more value. I also want to be able to create a business model that is able to reconcile economy and ecology. And plus, the Portuguese drink a lot of coffee. Why don't I try to implement that idea in Lisbon? And that's how everything started. I met a French guy that was buying buildings in Lisbon. He said, I have that building where I have a basement, an underground that you could use. So I decided to transform that basement in just 2 months in a small mushroom growing farm. It took me 6 months to get my first mushrooms. And then from there, I'm slowly grew. An old professor of mine that I had at Católica University presented me to the CEO of Delta Cafés. Since then, I was collecting around 20 kilos of coffee waste a day. Now we're collecting 400 kilos a day of coffee waste. So that's about 40 tons per year that we then upcycle into 2 tons of mushrooms per month and that we then sell only locally in Lisbon. And then the nice thing is that the leftover from the mushroom production is also a very good fertilizer. So we are giving away around 20 tons a year of fertilizer to local farms also. What we are expecting to do in the near future is try to expand in every big city. We want to have a main farm where we would receive all the waste. It could be coffee waste, but could be also other types of waste. So that's where really the value happens and where we have local farmers growing the mushrooms and selling locally. The idea is really trying to always keep the value chain as short as possible. By being local, you reduce transport. By reducing transport, you also have a big impact because most of the food in Europe, for example, it's 1,500 kilometers. So anything you eat travels a lot. And then the second thing is that obviously when it's local, it's fresh. We have an impact that we did not expect in the beginning. It's being able to reconnect people with their food, understanding more the ecosystem. I decided to come to Portugal simply because I had friends here that were already studying at Católica at Nova, and I wanted to continue to study internationally, fell in love with the country, with the people, with everything it had to offer. When you're in the beginning or even before starting, take advantage of the time you have to really build your dream, build your vision, and know why you want to start, because after that, first, it's going to be very hard, and two, it's a lot of micromanagement of people and of cash flow. And you don't have a lot of time anymore. Most of the great ideas come from places you do not expect, you don't see it coming. So even if people tell you that your idea is weird or shady, believe in it, because those people forgot that all the big things that happened in history came from places we did not expect. What if you could use something that nobody wants to create something everybody needs? That is the whole idea about NAM, is trying to show that out of waste, something that nobody wants, you create something that everybody needs, is food.